That's 5 consecutive green arrows, with 59 points this week, climbing up to 612,000. The defence wasn't much to be proud of, but once again Nico O'Reilly was the saviour with 2 goals against Newcastle, and Palace kept Wolves at bay. The midfield was a total letdown, with all of them blanking. Bruno has now blanked in back-to-back matches, and neither Enzo nor Rodgers delivered despite promising underlying stats. All the positives were up front, as Haaland returned for the 4th consecutive match, and captaining João Pedro paid off once again as he got on the score sheet. The biggest regret this week was benching both Wilson and Van Hecke, which could have really boosted our rank. So overall, a good week, but now let's move on to the transfer plans for Game Week 28. With 3 blanks in a row, it's now time to transfer Enzo out of the team. In his place comes Antoine Semenyo, who's been in fine form since joining City, with 3 goals and an assist in that spell. With Leeds, Forest and West Ham up next, the fixtures look very favourable, so it feels like the perfect time to bring him in. To fund this move, we're downgrading Declan Rice to Dango Ouattara, who's also in a decent run with 2 returns in his last 4 matches, scoring twice and assisting once. Brentford now have a favourable run with Burnley, Bournemouth, Wolves and Leeds in the next 4, so he looks like a nice differential to take a punt on this week. With the transfer decisions sorted, let's take a look at the squad ahead of the Game Week 28 deadline. It's David Raya once again in goal despite failing to keep a clean sheet in the last 3 matches. However, Arsenal have conceded just 5 big chances in the last 4. Only City have allowed fewer. Joining him is his Arsenal teammate Gabriel, who now faces Chelsea. They've been playing well recently, but there are still defensive concerns. They've conceded 12 goals from set pieces, with only 3 teams conceding more. Nico O'Reilly is on fire with back-to-back double-digit hauls, scoring 3 goals in that run. Since Pep moved him into midfield, his attacking threat has clearly increased. City have also conceded the fewest big chances in the last 4 matches. Van Hecke comes in with back-to-back returns and consecutive clean sheets. He now faces a Forest side without a win in their last 4, scoring just twice in that period. In midfield, Bruno Fernandes has blanked in his last 2, but he still leads the league for key passes at 3.3. He faces a Palace side in good form, though Bruno has 4 goals and 4 assists at home this season. Harry Wilson returned after 3 blanks with an assist against Sunderland. He now faces a Spurs side without a win in 3, conceding a whopping 8 goals, the most in the league in that spell. Morgan Rogers has been in mixed form with just 1 return in 4. He faces a Wolves side that have improved, but they've still conceded 16 big chances in the last 4. Only Newcastle have conceded more. João Pedro remains in red-hot form with 6 consecutive returns, scoring 5 and assisting 5. No player can match that. However, he faces a tough test against Arsenal's resilient defence this week. Finally, Erling Haaland is back to his usual self with 4 consecutive returns, 2 goals and 2 assists in that time. He now faces a Leeds side away from home who are without a clean sheet in 5, conceding 9 goals. With limited captaincy options this week, Haaland gets the armband. What about you? Who's your captain, and how is your team shaping up for Game Week 28? Let us know in the comments below. That's it for Game Week 28. If you're new here, hit subscribe for weekly FPL tips, join our mini-league linked below and smash that like button. Don't forget to follow us on X and Instagram. We'll post our final team just before the deadline.